Amidst the escalating rhetoric between President Trump and North Korean dictator Kim Jong Un, North Korea has threatened to fire ballistic missiles over Japan toward Guam, the small Pacific island that's been a U.S. territory almost continuously since 1898. Following last month's test firing of an intercontinental ballistic missile that could reach Alaska or Hawaii, this week, President Trump told reporters any more threats by North Korea would be, quote, met with fire and fury like the world has never seen. Then, North Korea's state-run news agency said the regime was considering a plan for an enveloping fire around Guam to signal a crucial warning to the U.S. Guam is home to 170,000 people. It lies 4,000 miles from Hawaii and 2,000 miles southeast of North Korea. The U.S. has 7,000 troops stationed in Guam in an Air Force base and a Navy base. Wall Street Journal reporter Lucy Craymer is in Guam, joins me now via Skype. Lucy, the people that you talk to there, are they concerned, are they frightened, or are they trying to live as normally as they can?
People are generally just getting on with their lives. I think it's at the back of most people's minds. It's something that you hear talked about. I mean, I was at Kmart earlier today, and there was a conversation going on in front of me in the queue. But I was also at the beach this afternoon, and people were swimming, sitting around with their families, having barbecues. Life has gone on. I think that people are aware that this could happen, but they've also been living with this kind of threat since the first threat was made, I think about in 2013. So this isn't the first time for many of them that this has been something that they've thought about.
The cover of the paper in Guam, Friday, was 14 minutes in big block letters. That's the amount of time that they suspect they have if North Korea was to fire a missile?
That's the amount of time that Homeland Security says that they would have between when they knew and when it landed somewhere near Guam. 14 minutes doesn't sound like a very long time, but they do have a siren system here on low-lying areas, so that would be the first that most people would hear, which would be warning them to take cover. And there's also the radio and the television networks are all set up to start broadcasting any kind of imminent threat.
The Department of Homeland Security in Guam also put out this fact sheet that it almost seems like a throwback to the 1960s. It says, if caught outside, do not look at the flash or fireball. It can blind you. I mean, and then it has detailed instructions on what to do with radioactive clothing and so on and so forth.
Yes, it's sort of something that you have to really think about. And I mean, I'd never had to think about what I would do in a nuclear attack before either. So it's something that I've read and taken to a few sort of thoughts from, particularly things like not going outside and obviously, they're not looking at it when the blast because it can blind you. It's something that people are aware of, but you can only do so much. I mean, It's not something that most people on the street can do anything to stop.
What are the military defenses that are in place? Has the U.S. military put out any sort of statements or just to try to calm people in the local area?
Yeah, so they've talked a lot about the fact that it's not just one sort of level of defense. There's sort of 4 levels. If a missile is being sent from North Korea, it's going to probably go via South Korea. So there's a THAAD in South Korea that could shoot it down. Then you've got the Patriot batteries in Japan, which would also have an opportunity to shoot it down. You've got US ships that could shoot it down, and Guam itself has its own missile defense system.
All right, so it's got to get through all of those. Lucy Craymer joining us via Skype from Guam today from the Wall Street Journal. Thanks so much.
No problem.